So let's get right into this bread called randomized block experiment. In the engineering world, there are many different types of experimentations made in order to improve, reinforce, or repair certain structures or designs. But one test commonly used due to its simplicity, effectiveness, and ability to reduce variability is the randomized block experiment. The randomized block experiment, or RBE for short, is an experimental process that starts with the experimenter taking their sample of the population, known as the subjects, and separating them into groups. These groups are called blocks, and they are made based upon the similarities subjects may have between them that can affect the experiment. This process of blocking can be seen as kind of similar to like how weight classes are separated in boxing, or how skill levels are separated in division sports, so that the results of each respective sport won't be skewed due to certain variables. Once they have been separated is when the actual experimentation begins, and subjects within the blocks each get randomly assigned treatment based upon the given experiment. The results of their experiment are then collected and compared to each other during the analysis of the data. This process of blocking before testing is what gives RBE its ability to reduce the amount of variability it produces. This is because blocking allows there to be some control over the variables the experimenters do not have control over. These variables can be things from health effects the subjects may have to things like age. An example of the random block experiment in action could be a situation where engineers are testing which would be the best material to use for prosthetic arm. The way they test this is, first they will separate their subject into separate blocks. For this example, the variables that decides what the block subjects would get put into would be their age group, since age can affect things like how the weight of the material affects them, and even the learning curve of knowing how to use a prosthetic arm. Once the subjects have been separated into their blocks, they are then randomly assigned to their treatment, that being the type of material. Then finally, once testing is complete, the experimenters will then analyze the subject results from using the arms with different materials. This example shows the usefulness of RBE and its ability to complete an experiment normally, even when there are different type of variables which would usually affect an experiment, by causing skews in the data, giving out unreliable results.